All right, in 1970, Abraham Maslow created his pyramid, and it's called the hierarchy of needs. And what it's about is that there are certain human needs that serve as primary motivators that, if not satisfied, keep us from not only achieving our goals in life, but being as happy and healthy and well-adjusted as we could be. Now, there are 5 levels to the hierarchy, and they have to be fulfilled. Each need at each level must be fulfilled in order, in ascending order from bottom to top. So the first one is physiological needs. Now, this is the need for food, water, air, clothing, a place to sleep. So that's the physiological needs. Now, as we overlay that onto a college freshman, a first-year experienced student, their lowest level needs are, first of all, they've got to register. They've got to make sure they've got their classes. Then they've got to acquire their textbooks. They've got to establish who their professors are and what their schedule is. And they need their backpack. They need clothes. So they need the essentials, the fundamental needs that if they don't satisfy those, it's going to be hard to take care of the other needs that come above that. Now we move to safety needs on a college campus. That's, do we have campus police? Are there call boxes maybe on campus if I need to call the police? Where should I park that's closest to the classrooms that I'm going to be attending? Are the parking lots well lit? How safe do I feel in the classrooms? So that'd be the safety needs of a college student experiencing their first year. So those are the, again, survival or human needs. The third level is belonging. And Maslow would say belonging in the next level, which is self-esteem, and the top level is self-actualization. Total fulfillment is what that really means. That those 3 needs are humanistic needs. So people want to be with other people. Humans aren't really designed and meant to be in isolation.
I think my biggest fears when it came to starting school as a new student were really, will I be able to succeed here academically, and will I be able to find a place for myself?
Now let's go back to our college freshman, our first-year experienced student. The belonging level for them is things like study groups, clubs, attending sporting events, or being in classrooms where they feel comfortable with their classmates. Maybe the greatest example, especially on university campuses, is the fraternity and sorority, right? That's belonging. As the student feels comfortable in their environment, they've taken care of those fundamental needs, they know their routine, their schedule, now they've gotten into class, they've developed a sense of belonging, they begin to look at that self-esteem. They don't do this consciously, it's a natural progression according to Maslow. So self-esteem, we derive a lot from our interaction with others. So how well does that student fit in? What role do they play in the classroom? How interactive are they in a club or attending a sporting event? And so that concept of self-esteem develops from that, from their interactions with others. And then, of course, the highest level self-actualization, the concept of self-fulfillment for that college student is to continue with their education, complete that first year successfully, feel good about themselves, and then move on to the next level, the sophomore year, possibly if they're at a community college, transferring on to the university and getting that bachelor's degree, a master's or doctorate. So ultimately achieving that self-fulfillment that they sought. You know, in a nationwide survey among college freshmen, when asked if they would get a bachelor's degree, 67% report they will, yet only approximately 25% do. What happens? They fall out. How can a community college or university use the knowledge of Maslow's hierarchy of needs and use that overlay for that first-year experienced student to help that student do better, to feel more comfortable? There are several things. One that I would suggest is a mentoring protocol. You know, as faculty, I'm a faculty member, the key is that we show the student we care. You know, a lot of students come to college, especially the first-year experience, and they're more nervous than they admit. Some of them even have some fear. What is college like? Will I succeed?
Having someone who is a mentor as well as a friend, be there to not only make sure that things are going well, but also to have a personal investment in your life is incredibly motivating. It's given me a lot of confidence, actually, because knowing that here's this professional, successful person and she believes in me and she knows that I can do well. If she believes that, then I should believe that in myself.
So a mentor, a faculty member that can just show they care to help that student is one thing that I would recommend.